Kashim, hello Kashim, Aistan in the chat, Wormshik, dzień dobry, Baby Ling as well. See Pikachu, Frost. Good to see you all. Good to see you. See Legend K cheering for his boy, of course. One of his own. But now we're getting into our next PvP, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Hardlead, we have the Ukrainian Protoss player representing Hot-Headed Gaming. It is NightPhoenix. Going to need to just set up the colors, and bam! There we go. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the other Ukrainian Protoss, the red Protoss representing CSO Esports. It is Rostok. Good, the PvPs are upon us. Once again, they continue. They do continue here, and Rostok was able to, again, really flex his range in the last game. I say flex his range. Well, again, game 1 was able to defend an all-in. Game 2 was able to execute the all-in from the side of Rostok. Likewise, NightPhoenix can be a very aggressive player. We have seen a lot of aggression, a lot of 2-base play out of NightPhoenix in the past, and I wonder if that's going to continue to be the case here. Again, both players are, of course, from the same region. NightPhoenix, I would say, is the favorite player at the moment. I would say when it comes to the top players in Ukraine, it would be NightPhoenix and Dimaga. I think I would say that they're the top 2 at the moment. But we have seen a lot of rising players like Gref and Rostok. Of course, let's not forget Kaz. Kaz, an old school player, but again, still active, still competitive, and yeah, it's been really cool to see more Ukrainian representation in our events. Surprisingly so. I think it was maybe last edition, maybe 2 editions ago, where we had an all Ukrainian semis. Am I crazy? Let me just double check that. Was it 37 or 36? It was. We have the technology. Was it 35? Was it 34? Am I seeing things? It couldn't have been that long ago. How time does fly. Yeah, there it is. It was, it was 33, where we had Rostok, Dimaga, and NightPhoenix in the semifinals. So yeah, really cool to see. Really cool to see the active regulars coming in strong. But for now, we're getting into our 2-gate opener from both players. It's going to be 2-gate Stalker here from Rostok, shutting down that probe. Meanwhile, across the map, we have a 2-gate Stalker opener as well from NightPhoenix. The big variation here is it looks like Rostok plans to expand first. Meanwhile, NightPhoenix has gone for tech, has gone for a faster Stargate. Rostok with a more delayed, Robo and a second, let's go. That is not going to be expansion out of our Protoss. We do have a 3rd gateway and a Robo. Looks to be a 1-base all-in from Rostok. NightPhoenix is going to be expanding. Now with this Stargate open, this should be for some Oracles to zoom across the map to get some economic damage done here in the mineral line. There it is, Oracle is on the way. And as it gets economic damage done, Rostok is going to be doubling down here with his all-in. Stalkers on the way. Soon to be a War Prism to reinforce as well. NightPhoenix is going to be moving out. NightPhoenix still has to get a read of what's going on. Still is in the dark. Still has no idea. No idea that there is no expansion. Oh boy, and here we go. NightPhoenix is going to be moving out. Does get eyes on the army. Does see 6 Stalkers. Does notice all 6. Is going to have to back off. He's going to have to retreat for the timing again. Still hasn't really confirmed much. Oracle's moving out. Okay, safety void rays on the way for NightPhoenix. Has recognized that something is wrong, something is amiss. Up. As one Stalker went down, and we're chasing them down even further. Getting so much damage done. Oracle dives into the mineral line, but there's a shield battery. And we won't be able to get much done. We get 1 probe, maybe 1 worker. That is all. Back at home, we have a shield battery, we have an overcharge. Looking at the units tab, we have 9 Stalkers to the 5 of NightPhoenix, so we have that Void Ray on the way. Void Ray comes out just in time. NightPhoenix barely holding on. Takes down a Stalker, trades 1 for 1, 2 for 1. This Oracle, of course, in the back line, waiting to dive in once again with that stasis trap. Here comes that Prism. So Rostok, he doesn't really have Blink, but he has defensive Blink. He can juggle with that War Prism as long as he keeps it alive. Again, he has a bit of production. He has 3 gates as opposed to the 2 of NightPhoenix. We're pushing in. The Void Ray. Takes some heavy hits. It gets 2-shot. The overcharge 1 second too late does not save the Void Ray. Slow reaction there from NightPhoenix. Second Void Ray in production. At the same time, oh, massive stasis trap in the main. It goes off, catches more than half of the mineral line. Rostok continuing his all in. The boys, they have to be pulled. Bit of rough movement there from NightPhoenix. But the Void Ray has arrived. Weaken Forces back in. This army is so battered and bruised, so much of it isn't deep in the red. And the War Prism goes down. We chase it down, and NightPhoenix, it looks like he has held. May have lost 5 workers, but shuts down the main army. We have some slow Warpins here from Rostok. But last, there is still just too much here. Too much Protoss, too much yellow Protoss. As we're going to have to respect this, going to have to back off. Reinforcements are on the way. Once again, NightPhoenix still has an overwhelming Stalker count. Up 1. Up. Good control here at NightPhoenix, pulling back some of these weakened Stalkers. Oh, God. And it's just too much. GG gets called. NightPhoenix will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Oh, that was quite intense, and I was concerned that maybe it would take too long to scout. Likewise, the first Void Ray went down very quickly for NightPhoenix as well, but NightPhoenix was able to hold on just barely in time, again with the shield battery, with the overcharge, recognizing what was coming his way, having the foresight to actually make Void Rays as well. GG. GG does hold. And now we're going to be getting into game number 2. Game number 2. And with that, a big shout out as well to It's PCH in the chat. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session, I assume. Hope you had a good time as we are settling into our second or into the quarterfinals of the Sparkling Tuna Cup. If you're maybe tuning in for the first time, you're like, hold up, what's going on? What's happening right now? This is one of our own. This is our own bi-weekly tournament, open to all regions. Open to all regions, all shapes, all sizes, all MMR ranges here on the Cranky Ducklings. There you go. So yeah, we host this event every 2 weeks as long as we're not colliding with the qualifier or something like ESL Masters. We try to host our event as consistently as possible. But here we go, we're getting into game number 2, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Solaris, we have the Ukrainian Protoss, the yellow Protoss, representing Hot-Headed Gaming. It is NightPhoenix. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the red Protoss, representing CSO Esports, the Ukrainian Protoss. It is Rostok. Hold up. Just need to fix some things up here and set up the BAM. There we go. And set things up as we are getting ready for that second game. Again, Rostok just whipping out the one-way soul in once again. Didn't quite find the success that he found against Aztecs. And we'll see how he approaches game number 2. So far, 2 gate openers. 2 gate openers all around. From NightPhoenix and Rostok. Everything looking as it should. Probe's going to be moving out for a bit of a scout. Going to be coming across each other. And their goals here are to scout the first 2 units coming out, and also to confirm if the second pylon is thrown down in the main. Do need that confirmation. Yeah, exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. Bracket is available. Probe dips in. We have the second pylon here in the main for Rostok. Likewise, the second pylon here behind the mineral line for NightPhoenix as well. So everything is looking as it should. Everything is where it should be for the time being, but again, just because the openers are standard doesn't mean that the game itself is going to be standard. As is on the previous game, once this probe goes down, we can just throw down a third, even a fourth gateway, a Twilight Council, a Robo, delay the expansion. I'm curious if that's going to occur here. Now, pylons are on the way, but if you remember, Rostok had the pylon on the low ground last game, and he did not expand. Speaking of not expanding, we have our tech, Stargate opener once again from NightPhoenix. And we'll see if we throw down some tech as well from Rostok as he first shuts down the probe, goes for the robo. Oh, let's go. Going for a robo opener instead. And that is another gateway. This is another one base all in. It's, oh my, we have so many fast games here today. Oh my god. I'm all for it. I mean, that's PvP in a nutshell. Let's go. So again, it's going to be another, the exact same build as game number 1 here from Rostok. And we'll see if he can catch NightPhoenix off guard back at home, going for a 2-gate opener into the Stargate into the expansion. Oracle's going to be coming out to get some scouting information. Proxy Pylon is on the way. Oh boy. Again, we'll see if NightPhoenix can get a read on what's going on. The Stalkers are going to clash in the center of the map. NightPhoenix taking some extra hits. Yeah, taking some extra damage. Is going to have to back up. Behind this, War Prism is on the way. Should be getting some slow Warpins even across the map to help reinforce if need be. And here comes that Oracle. Misses the pylon. Zooming across the map. And because of its angle, it should also confirm the lack of expansion. There we go. Catches some of the army. Oh, oh my god. But does rotate around, heads towards the natural, sees the lack of expansion, and we have, yeah, the Void Ray on the way nonetheless. NightPhoenix aware of what's going on. Going straight for that mineral line. Going straight for the stasis. Up! We do react. Oh, we do react in time. Only 2 probes get caught. A much better reaction here compared to the previous game. At the same time, we're diving on forward. 2 Stalkers go down. 3! We're bleeding out too much. Rostok. 3, 4 Stalkers. Ay, ay, ay. That was a brutal trade. Rostok losing 4 Stalkers to 1. Just not paying attention at a crucial moment. And NightPhoenix is looking to chase him down, using the speed zones here to catch up. Oh my god. And just like that, the all-in is turned on its table, going straight for the War Prism. Prism is going to go down. And we can go toe-to-toe, Stalker v Stalker. And decent kiting here. Looks like we force a recall even. Oh my god. NightPhoenix will recall back home. But again, behind this, we should be getting another Void Ray on the way. Additional Stalkers as well. Losing the War Prism was huge. And Rostok, he's just lost so much momentum here. Look at Unit Lost tab. Rostok lost 9 Stalkers to the 5 of NightPhoenix. Oracle still alive. Oh, big stasis trap into the main at the same time. Did run out, but it happened. Rostok trying to vie for control here of the natural. But not like this. As we now have another Void Ray, and I mean, we do have a second wave coming in for Rostok, but NightPhoenix just diving on that War Prism once again is going to be losing the Void Ray. But well worth it here. As we deny the Warpins, we deny the reinforcements. GG gets called, and NightPhoenix will take game number 2 and the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. Congratulations to NightPhoenix for taking it in the end. For taking it in the end here and for advancing on to the semifinals in record time. My condolences to Rostok. My condolences. Did attempt to oh my god, we already have the semis. Jesus. Did attempt to try to all in twice there in a row. A little bit unsuccessful in the end. And yeah, with that, we are going to be getting ready for our semifinals.